I should be live. Ooh, there's a 3 or 4 second latency on YouTube. Good morning or good afternoon, everybody, wherever you are in the world, and welcome. The US markets will open in approximately 8 minutes. I'm just putting a message on Telegram to say I'm live on all 3 outlets. I'd like to go through a risk disclaimer first. My name is Tom Hougaard and I am also known as TraderTom, and I assert the moral rights to the material in this broadcast. This material is purely educational in nature. Any trades that I do, as real as they are for me, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can replicate my success. Past performance is no guarantee of future performance. I trade a product called CFDs, which is different to futures. I will discuss that shortly. You are here at your own responsibility, and if you have any doubts about your suitability for being here, please leave. Today is the 5th day of me trading live on YouTube. The last 2 sessions I've had, I think I'm getting the hang of running the OBS software and my own new software and trade live. And I'm going to continue to trade live until the 24th of July. Then I will stop and assess how I feel about it. I do hope that you will enjoy these sessions up until then. I hope that they are beneficial for you. I want to state 10 facts about my live trading. It is live and it is real. And during the EU session, I trade predominantly the DAX and the FTSE, and in the US session, which is the one we are about to enter, I trade predominantly the Dow and the Nasdaq. I tend to trade between 90 and 120 minutes. I think this morning I only traded about an hour, but then it seems to me as if this worldwide outage affected the market, and the DAX more or less went into a incredibly rare trading range. Point number 4, I never use indicators. I will show you my charts, but there really isn't anything to see. I never add to losing trades, but I do frequently, but not always add to winning trades. I trade a product called CFDs. It's short for contract for difference. It's essentially the same as a futures contract, but it is traded at 200 times leverage as opposed to whatever leverage the normal futures exchanges offer. I don't pay exchange fees. I don't pay commission. And as such, it is a superior product to futures. I trade this CFD with a broker called TD365.com. I trade with them because they offer fixed spreads. And me being cost mindful when I execute my trades, I think it is incredibly important that we pick brokers that have a good reputation and that offer fixed spreads, or at least variable spreads that aren't incredibly variable when the market gets volatile. And unfortunately, that is what you often see when the market does get volatile, that brokers widen their spread. And they can do so if they're offering variable spreads. Now, you can trade with whoever broker you want. It is none of my business. But I often get questions along the lines of, why are my prices on my trading platform different to the ones I'm seeing on your trading platform? That is because some brokers will take their feed off the futures market, while others will get it off liquidity providers. What I recommend you do is go to the TD365.com website, and on their front page there's a button called Try Demo Account. In there, click that. It's a one-click entry to their platform, and you can see the prices on the DAX and the FTSE and the Dow and the Nasdaq, although they will be called something different because of copyright issues. All brokers have to call them these products different. So the DAX, for example, is called Germany 40, FTSE is UK 100, Dow is called Wall Street 30, and the Nasdaq is called, I think it's called US Tech 100. Then you can compare, and you'll see that they do move in synchronicity, meaning that if one moves 10 points, the other will move 10 points. I use very high leverage, and I need you to be mindful of that is risky. I've disconnected the comments and chats because I find it distracting, and I also find that it attracts elements that I do not want to entertain, such as scammers. When I trade the DAX in £200 per point, meaning that every point is worth £200 worth of risk to me. FTSE is 300, the Dow is 100, and the Nasdaq is 200. You can reach out to me on Telegram at Tom Hougaard or by email at hello@tradertom.com. Okay, that is the preamble. I'll now put the coming up screen and then I'll get ready. So you should be able to see my trading platform now. And I was just checking that everything was working. And so I will alternate between this and the Nasdaq chart and the Dow chart. There we go. As you can see on the countdown timer, there's 1 minute and 49 seconds until the market opens. The closing prices of yesterday, in case you find it helpful, the Dow closed at 40,665. It's currently trading at 460, so it's down 200 points. The Nasdaq closed at 19,705. It's currently trading at 19,700, so doing marginally better. So we're looking at a big gap down in the Dow and a moderate gap down in the Nasdaq. I think that's it. I think we're ready to go. Good luck. Good luck. Very weak Dow. Nasdaq looks more resilient. I could be tempted to be a buyer of the Nasdaq. Stand by in the Dow, please. Did it film it? No. Oh. Huh. Thought I pressed buy. 1 second. I want to be long here at 55, but I don't think it. Strange. I want to be long at 55. Seriously? I pressed the button. Okay. Sorry about that. Don't know why. I clicked up there. Okay. Right, well, I guess I have to wait. It's definitely not in there. Stand by in the Nasdaq again. I'm buying the Nasdaq here. I think, okay, it is. Okay, I don't know why it's not working. Sorry, I'm still not filled. Gonna have to do that manually. I'm buying the Nasdaq here. I'm putting a stop loss in. Let me put that at 30 points away. I think I might have a little bit of a technical problem. Why, I don't quite know. But I bought the Nasdaq below prior bar low. But, well, the market moving against me obviously has got nothing to do with the software. That's just want to double check. Yeah, stop loss is in place. That's gonna get stopped out, isn't it? Just gonna look over at the Dow, see what's going on. Okay, Nasdaq is working, it seems. You know, I'm going to close my Nasdaq here. I got about 3,000 or 4,000 pounds in profit. I've just closed Nasdaq here. I'm a little bit wondering why the software didn't trigger. So I just got out here. You see, profit here is about 3,000, but obviously not quite. Sorry, I even forgot to. Sincere apologies. I'm just a little rattled why the software wasn't working. It's probably just me. I don't know. I went wrong there. I don't get that. It's not it's not the broker's platform. It was my add-on extension that wasn't responding. That's all. So we got about 4 minutes left until the second 15-minute bar is finished. Seems like a nervous market. We got an inside bar on the 15-minute chart in the Nasdaq. We've got an inside bar on the Dow. FTSE is pushing higher. DAX is still sat at that range. It's been sitting there all day. Anyway, the trade that I did execute illustrates the risk of buying below prior bar low. I started buying here. Market actually went all the way down, was very close to stopping me out. But buyer stepped in below this prior low. Same could be set for now. I'm just going to take it a little easy though. I had a buy that didn't go through. That would have made me 30 points. So I fancy just taking a couple of one lot trades just to see if the platform is okay or I need to restart it. I'm pretty sure that this hasn't been before, but my platform has been running, so maybe it just needs a reset. I don't know. We got a school run. Please stand by in the Dow. Got a school run long at 512 in the Dow. That has been filled. I am long Dow. It says my stop loss is 14,400. It really isn't, but I'll move that. The problem with the Dow here is that I got a micro double top here, so top of the range. You know when you get that feeling going, oh, this is just not how it is supposed to be. I'll show you on the chart. It's just not. It just looks like I'm caught in a trading range. I really don't like the look of it. I'm struggling a little bit to place a better stop loss. I think I'm going to move my stop loss to 452. I'll show you the account. I'm currently down about 40 points. And it's dragging its heels. School run in the Nasdaq would give a long above 756. It's currently trading at 720. I'm placing a buy order at 70.56 in the Nasdaq. Actually, it's not. It is at 760. Dow is not looking good, is it? Well, if we are going up, then I'll place up another buy order. Nope, I ain't having it. It is struggling up here. And I'm just caught on a big old whoop of trading range. Keep an eye on the Nasdaq. I got a buy order up here in the Nasdaq. I'm beginning to think if this is even a good idea in this environment or if it is trading range. I'm gonna be patient. Nasdaq is going backwards now. I'm just going to delete this order for now. Deleted that Nasdaq order. My Dow is actually in profit. Okay. Gonna move that stop loss up. I'm gonna risk just 25 points now. So 490 is my new stop loss. I don't like this at all. This doesn't look right. I'm closing my Dow here. I've closed my Dow at 99. It just looked, I don't know, let me just see what I did lose. No, lost a bit more than that. Lost 16 points. But now I'm out of it. I'm actually quite happy with that. Whew, that was a mess to be in. I was getting ready to buy again above this range here, but it didn't. I'm actually feeling quite blessed that I did get out with such a small loss as I did. You know, it feels like a bit of a victory. Whew. So both the, I'm just checking I got no open orders. No open orders. That, to me, that is not a nice place to trade. So just, and I would have been stopped out for a full loss now. Okay, so I've had 2 trades. I've lost on the Dow and I made on the Nasdaq. And I had a trade that something didn't go through. Something wasn't working. I need to look into what that is. I know that the exchanges said that everything was working fine, but you gotta wonder if everything is okay. Do you agree with me, or do you disagree with me? Because this is a Friday afternoon, and this is what the DAX has done all day. It hasn't done anything. It's almost as if something is switched off somewhere, right? I'm just wondering if we would be better off not doing anything. Unless, of course, we start trading the ranges. You know, be a buyer down here in the Dow and a seller above here. That could be fun.